Alright, so number two review of Wasteland Goodies, or shit I bought there, is going to be the 2-disc special edition 25th anniversary Troy Masterpiece extra super califragilisticexpialidocious edition of Combat Shock. Yeah, that's right, I just did a Mary Poppins reference. What? Anyway, and let me just say that the cover for this, now this is not a new release. This has been out for a while. Another one I've been meaning to pick up for a while and never have. And it was sitting there and I couldn't. I don't know when this was released. It's been out for a little bit though. But this cover definitely represents the film a lot better than the old cover, which was this. If you didn't know anything about the movie and you just picked this up, you're gonna think, oh, well, it's an action movie. It's a war movie. Nope. War is just kind of the catalyst to the actual plot, which is pretty much Vietnam vet back. He's down and out. No job, no money. Got a newborn alien-looking baby. Apparently, he's that way because of his exposure to Agent Orange. His wife, they're all starving, living in a dump. No money, nothing. Wife's on his back all day long. What are you gonna do? We're starving, we're hungry. You wake up, you go in the fridge to get something to drink. Pick up the milk carton, it's sour, toilet's broken. What a day, what a beginning to a day. Pretty much day in the life of him going out, trying to find work, trying to find money, trying to figure out what he's going to do to get his life on track. And all day he's dealing with junkies and drug dealers and pimps and little 12-year-old prostitutes. It's just crazy. Um, if you've not seen the film, big fan of it. Been a fan of it for years. Check it out. It's one of those kind of grimy New York films that you gotta kind of take a shower just for the locations and the way the characters look and act alone and who they are. It's dirty, it's nasty, and I love it. I'm not here to talk about the movie. I'm here to talk about this edition. Because if you haven't seen the film, then you need to pick it up. It's awesome. But on this version, it's 2 discs. Disc 1 is the theatrical cut of Combat Shock, which was what's on here, and the never before seen director's cut, which is about 8 minutes longer. Print quality difference in the two. Um, American Nightmares, which is what the director's cut is. It's what it was originally called. It's a little bit more washed out. Now, let's be honest, the theatrical cut picture quality is not fantastic, but it is a little bit better than the director's cut. Also, commentary for the Combat Shock, the original theatrical cut version, director Buddy G and York Wright of director of Necromantic. Now, York doesn't say a whole lot during the commentary. It's pretty much just Buddy talking the whole time. York just kind of says a few things here and there, mostly laughing at Buddy's funny anecdotes of the film. So he doesn't say a whole lot, but it is pretty cool that he's there along for the ride. Now on to disc 2, which is the real reason. Well, not really the real reason. Actually, the real reason is if you want to buy this is to see the director's cut. But other than that, it's disc 2. You have Post-Traumatic, An American Nightmare. They call it a documentary. I'm not going to call it a documentary. I'm going to call it a featurette. Because to me, a documentary, you need to at least be 45 minutes to an hour long. This thing lasts about 26 minutes. And it's talking about the impact and influence that the film had on other filmmakers and people involved with the movie, stuff like that. You got John McNaughton, Scott Spiegel, Richard Stanley, Bill Lustig, Jim Van Bever, Roy Frumkes, among other people talking about the movie, which is a pretty cool little featurette. A lot of interviews with Buddy G. New interview, an interview with him and York, interview with him and Lloyd, interview with Rick, who was the main character, was Buddy's brother, the main character in Combat Shock, his first interview. You have the early works, short films, Buddy G, which is really cool because it contains Mr. Ravi, which was going to be Maniac 2, but never panned out. So that's really cool to see on here. He's got some short films are pretty good, so I'm going to check those out. And something called Hellscapes, which is basically locations here and now, which is always fun to see. I really like those. And let me tell you, the locations are much better now. Look a lot cleaner now than they did when the film was shot. So, Combat Shock, if you've never seen it, you need to check it out. You need to pick this version up. A lot of really cool stuff on here. If you're a fan of Combat Shock and you don't have this, you need to pick this up because it's pretty awesome. So yeah, Combat Shock, the Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious edition. Yep, Mary Poppins again. What? Pick it up right now. Check it out. You're going to love it. And until the next one, we'll see you later.